Whoa, hold on. Don't try and get up yet. You were smashed up pretty bad when we crash-landed here on Taris. Don't worry, we should be safe here in this apartment. I gave you something to help you sleep. Just get some rest and let the Kolto packs do their job. Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Right. I'm Dexter, by the way. How did we get here?
We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. But try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. You were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw in your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastilla and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Bastilla, she's the one from the Endar Spire, right?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastilla's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malik's Sith Master. Bastilla's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastilla was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important?
Bastilla is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastilla's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastilla can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
If Bastilla's a Jedi, she can probably look after herself.
Bastilla's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malik's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastilla won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastilla's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for Bastilla?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastilla any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to ask you some questions.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malik and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malik is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malik became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malik's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malik and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
The Jedi? What do you mean?
Malik and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order. But they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastilla's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
Don't worry, we'll find a way to stop the Sith.
Well, I hope you're right. But the Republic hasn't been able to stop them so far, even with the support of the Jedi Council. I think Bastilla may be the galaxy's last hope.
What can you tell me about this planet we're on?
Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers. But that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Taris is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next while. But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
The sooner we start looking for Bastilla, the sooner we find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. And we can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastilla, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
I like how I'm in charge, even though technically he should have superior, seniority over me. He's giving me an order there, but I'm the one who's leading the way. In any event, hello and welcome back, or welcome to this next episode of KOTOR. Oh no. No! No! Oh, okay, good. Thank God. Use the workbench now. So we picked up a prototype vibro blade in the first level, which right now it's a little bit worse than the longsword, but better than the short sword if I remember right. But the unique thing about this is we can upgrade it, and we also happen to pick up an upgrade in the last one, which is this vibration cell, which gives 1 bonus damage. Or 2 bonus damage, I guess. So basically now, instead of doing a D10 of damage, it does a 2 plus D10. It also has a critical threat range of 19 to 20 with double damage. So now, I guess so I think what was happening there is the widescreen fix thingy. You may have noticed in the first episode how sometimes it'll be very slowly, changing the window size, and subtitles will be delayed and that sort of thing. And I think that might have been what was happening there. So right now, we do 3 to 14 damage with a +4 to hit. Now we do 5 to 14 damage with a +4 to hit. Alright. We've got nothing else we can really use. Alright. I wish you could, put your weapon away, but I think this game predates that. Let's see. So we have some quests. The search for Bastilla. Taris. You are stranded in Taris, a planet under Sith control. Now you and Cartho Nassi must find Bastilla, the only person capable of stopping the Sith from conquering the entire galaxy. You should probably begin by investigating reports of escape pods that crashed into the Undercity. And Taris, planetary information. Taris is a sharply divided world. The rich live in the upper city, while the lower city is run by swoop gangs. The lowest levels of Taris are overrun by terrible monsters called rat ghouls. To make matters worse, the Sith have seized control and imposed a planet-wide quarantine. I don't think we have any... Yeah, there's not like a lore... like a lore codex database thing like in some of the newer BioWare games like Mass Effect or even whatchamacallit, Star Wars The Old Republic. So right now there's really not much else we can do here, so I guess we'll head out. Okay, we gotta wait for the widescreen. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Yeah, look at how slow. Actually, I don't know how much that's going to show up on the videos, because I have the game running in 1920 by 1080, so I think it would be letterboxing it, but since this is your first time, you have to choose Karth, is what it said, basically. So Karth's a level 4 soldier, so he's got a couple levels on us.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody, get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
I like that. Just because we're with aliens, we obviously have to be the Republic fugitives. We'll try that.
Ready?
And go.
Oh.
And won't someone come searching for this patrol? Oh, that's pretty bold of you. Alright, so let's loot. Now, what you may notice is that the voice lines are, for the alien voice lines, they are basically a bunch of canned lines. They aren't doing anything tricky like having an actual language or anything. It's just a bunch of random gibberish that they play in random order, so...
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Well, all right then, no hard feelings. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? You ever thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment? You look like an off-worlder. What happened, you get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I want to ask you some questions.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Tell me about Taris.
Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in Upper City.
Where's the cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
I want to ask you something else.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Where can I get some equipment?
Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
I want to ask you something else.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
What do you think of the Sith in this quarantine?
Not much of a issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taris, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself, mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
I'll be going now.
I should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. The building doesn't clean itself, you know.
Notice how the Sith didn't attack him, even though he's also a human by aliens. But whatever. Also, the other thing I want to point out is I'm pretty sure in the last episode we escaped on the starboard. Like, the map said it was the starboard escape pods, yet in the video it looked like we were coming out of the port side. So I thought that was kind of amusing.
Chica don mulaka wata yumaka wamahona neck. Ashanti don unumani patoka wana kuna best chinga para multonki.
Alright, so let's level up. So we get some skill points. We have 5 points remaining. So obviously persuade, awareness, probably security, demolition, stealth, all our class skills essentially. And that's really all we can do at this time. You have been granted the following feats this level: sneak attack 2. So if we go, where is our feats? Here we go. So sneak attack 2, which is for a level 3 scoundrel. Sneak attack 2 adds 2 to 12 points of extra damage to attacks when the target can't respond to the attacker. The extra damage is applied to attacks made from behind the target, attacks against stunned or otherwise immobilized targets, and any attacks made while in stealth mode. Combat cancels stealth mode, but the first attack receives the bonus. Sneak attack only works if the target is within 10 meters. The extra damage is not multiplied in the case of a critical hit. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but it is an extra. It's basically a 2 plus d10, or d10 plus 2. Or is it? Or would it be? No, it's a d10 plus 1 of damage. And we can see Karth's feats here. He has 2 weapon fighting. He can take heavy armor. He's got power attack, power blast. He's super specialized in blaster pistols. He's also proficient in rifles, melee weapons, and whatnot. Now that Karth's actually a part of our party, we can equip him. So he's got his own personal blaster pistol, and then just a regular blaster pistol equipped. He's got clothing equipped, no armor, so we can't do much there at the moment. His pistol looks like a d6 plus 1 of damage. The other one just does a d6. Critical threat 20, range 23 meters. Balanced, and this one's balanced, so he has no penalty in the offhand. And his pistol's actually upgradable, so that'll probably keep it relevant longer than
Yes?
most others. Now we can
No
crack
problem. Got it.
this door, and hey, no one's here, so now I don't have to feel bad about stealing. It's another abandoned apartment. We can get some items there. Let's see, is there anything else to do right now? Most of this stuff I don't really care about at the moment. None of that's really new. Yeah, we don't get any feats, so... at least not yet. Oh, a little droid repair shop. That almost looks like it should be like a pickup, but unfortunately we can't pick it up. Hello, Mr. Quarren. What we got here? Another low security door.
No problem. Got it.
Good chance to use our security skills. Hello, sir. Well, I'm not gonna rob you. Sorry, I didn't know this apartment was inhabited. Goodbye. And we got to the upper city there. We got another little security door.
No problem. Got it.
Sorry, I didn't know this
Kudu.
apartment was...
Tunirama na praka donko searcha. Chupapanki.
Relax, I'm not going to rob you. I didn't know this apartment was inhabited. Hello, little cleaning droid, I guess.
Haitwam chichi jumplumpa. Nitapo e tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbisjang ba mulera.
Pleased to meet you, Litter. My name is Dak Star.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tugnin chatukune mulerabes.
What's so great about these energy shields?
Chi gratug loda pograshi onion komba chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatutonga. Pagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachiwish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Takum justak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Where did this technology come from?
Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nitapo e tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbisjang ba mulera. Takum justak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Chi gratug loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatutonga. Pagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachiwish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Tolpa da pongwale gando nangu chuchut. Kavadum kupilio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha shag panka.
So, this is kind of what I briefly alluded to in the first episode. Basically, the Sith discovered this personal energy shield technology. They used it, the Republic managed to copy it, and this is why everyone's running around with swords now. Anything else?
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tugnin chatukune mulerabes. Tong abog sha ninang. Wanga kun bez keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kavavolpa mulje kumana?
Why do you have a kiosk set up here?
We itanan dayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandatik. Shatung ni patoga. Wano kuspe ching palamule tonke.
You mentioned something about illegal aliens living here.
Tag bis tu bonko kokimak panka. Ching palachiska mule tunarana nu prata donko sicha tuma wamama tus keva toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bulera jikun. Chanshak bulara umrau chiska duchi. On chubanjishka yanki titoke gratun kun chicha kun king kachachonobra. Bogra wala no tumbacha. Nechi chuna chubaching lordai itakun. We tam boragatong mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuanga chun tise. Gruto haga jijiwa. Wata chuma wana hu wama hu natek.
Aren't you worried about getting caught?
Chi gratu loda pograshi onyo kompa chintono muchuba. Loda ita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatutonga. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Muchashak bakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
I want to ask you some questions.
Yikukuno no ba mulira chikun. Tonghit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata ne punage. Dolpi kikiuana. Ta kumjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mulera best. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulera bes.
Fair enough. Let me see what you have for sale then.
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Tong patugas Bastilla.
Alright, so this is what he's got for sale. Defense bonus 7. Max dexterity plus 2. 5 plus 4. So he's got armor. We'll hold off on that for now because I think some of this we could loot. He's got the light combat suit. You can see we got some more stuff here. This is what we have. This is actually an upgrade. That also dampens the sound. And there's stimulants too, which is kind of new. So if we look at what we have to sell, we can sell... Oh, the clothing is worthless, unfortunately. We can sell these vibro blades, though. The short swords, the long sword. We don't need all these blaster pistols. The ion blaster we'll keep, and the blaster rifle we'll keep. Just in case. Is there anything else I really want to sell? I don't think so. Although what we can do is... Okay, so what we can do also is, because I think this stuff's generally a little bit harder to come by. And while I'm not huge on stealth in this game, I probably should try it.
Akupa chekopa? Gino mulera kengpaija kislimo poduama?
Let me see what you've got for sale.
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Dong patugas Bastilla.
So we can sell now our stealth field generator, and in return, we can get the sound dampening stealth unit. This Republic unit improves on the basic stealth mode field by dampening all sound that the user might make. Opponents must make an awareness check versus user's stealth skill +2 or remain unaware of them. The user must have paid points into the stealth skill to gain the use of the stealth mode. Combat disrupts the field, but mundane tasks do not. This item costs more than 150 credits. Do you still wish to buy? So we'll take that over the shields, because the shields I know drop not super frequently, but we will get some drops from them. Just trying to think of what I want to do for. They make a lot of use of droids. The Sith certainly do. Ooh, another low security door.
No problem. Got it.
Hello.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
You can trust me. Maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could speak to Holden for you.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
I want to ask you some questions.
I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
I like how she chastises you for just breaking into random apartments. Okay, so this is our apartment. Yeah, the blue, I think, in the minimap shows the... can I make this bigger? No, okay. Blue shows, like, zone transitions, whereas green is just, like, a door into the area. So we can go to the upper city now. Journal entry added. We got a couple of those now. So, Dia's bounty. Taris. Dia has explained to you that she attacked Holden in self-defense when he began making drunken advances. In retaliation, he ordered a bounty to be placed on her head. Rapid Transit System. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has a rapid transit system to allow you to move quickly through the game. You can access the rapid transit system through your map screen. Oh, okay. I think this is basically saying you can go back... Yeah, it basically... Weird that it's a quest thing, but it's basically saying while you're out questing, you can run back to your hideout, teleport back to your hideout so you can heal and change out your party members and stuff, and then teleport back to where you were. Well, that's some interesting art there. I think the mods did work. It does look a little bit prettier than I remember it, especially the character models. So this must have been our escape pod that crashed. Salvage droids are busy scanning and scavenging the remains of this Republic escape pod. Protocol droid. Hello, not C-3PO.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you?
What can you tell me about the Sith?
The Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world, also I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you?
Is there some way I can get a shuttle off this planet?
I am afraid that is impossible. Taris is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave except on official Sith business. May I be of any further service to you?
Do you know anything about the gangs in the lower city?
The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any further service to you?
How come there are hardly any aliens around?
Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further service to you?
Oh, got some racism going on around here. Even the droids are racist. Who do you work for?
I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide information and guidance to any who require it. May I be of any further service to you?
I don't need anything right now.
Then if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
I like how KOTOR, like the whole Old Republic series, is basically like knockoff. Like they're trying to do Star Wars, but not Star Wars, but also Star Wars. Like these Sith troopers that are basically not stormtroopers. This protocol droid that's not C-3PO. Even the like the Republic ships, for example, look kind of like some of the Republic ships from the prequel era, the Clone Wars era. The Sith ships are going to look like Star Destroyers once we see them, which in the old canon, before the whole EU wipe, supposedly Palpatine was inspired by them when he had like the Star Destroyers and stuff created. So that's how they explain why they look so similar.
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
We can pester the Sith troopers, but we can't attack them. Let's see. Map Note Equipment Emporium. So that's over here. Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Speak to Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
I'm sorry, Karth. This must be very painful for you.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
Them? Do you mean the people of your homeworld?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
And we have a new journal entry. Karth. You've discovered that Karth's homeworld was attacked by the Sith, though he was reluctant to talk about it. Perhaps you can talk more later after you've gained more experience. So, level up to talk more. Equipment Emporium. I guess it doesn't... Someone can read Orabesh. Maybe they can read what that says. It looks like it's saying, like, hey, we're a shop. We have this, and that. But I am not fluent in Orabesh at all. Ibla's shop.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
want to ask you some questions.
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
Do you know anything about those escape pods that crashed here on Taris?
I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Swoop gangs? What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
What do you know about Davik?
Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Davik's nothing but a petty crime lord.
Careful where you say that. Davik's got spies and agents everywhere. Besides, he's as much a part of Taris as the skyscrapers or the swoop gangs.
Is Davik working with the Sith?
Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
I was wondering how you feel about the Sith.
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
I need some general information on Taris.
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Taris for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Taris isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there. Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
I will, once I have things to sell. Okay, so... Alright, and here's the cantina. Which I think we're going to go in here to get some credits.
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
Sure you are. Wait, why can I...
No problem. Didn't work.
Why? Why am I able to use my security skill on that? That's weird. We'll come back to this room later once we have money. What I want to do now, though... where is it? This money's like the big thing we need right now. Here we go.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Finger. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner! Girl on two fingers!
It's good to see Marl still around after all these years. He proves this isn't just a young man's game.
I love watching Ice fight. She proves this isn't just a man's game.
Alright, well, we got Dead-Eyed Duncan, who is actually the first person we'll be facing, so let's talk to him.
What are you looking at, fresh meat? You want a piece of me? You want to step in the dueling chambers with me?
Who are you?
I'm Dead-Eyed Duncan, the number 5 ranked duelist in this cantina. You must have seen me in the dueling chambers, right?
Dueling chambers?
You know, the dueling chambers. 2 people in combat, loser gets carried out unconscious on a stretcher. It's the only reason people come into this part of the cantina. Look, I'm the number 5 ranked duelist around here. I don't have time to explain all this. Go talk to the duel organizer if you're interested. He's that hut over there in the corner.
You're the number 5 ranked duelist. Out of how many?
5. But it's an elite group, okay? It's not like just anyone can step into the dueling chamber. Well, actually, anyone can, but not many do.
You don't look so tough. I think I could beat you in a duel.
Big talk. Go speak with the hut in the corner to back it up. He's the duel organizer. I'll look forward to our match. Fresh meat is just what I need to end my losing streak.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Alright, so let's save here. Just in case, because I think we should be able to beat him pretty easily.
Cici, naudun ciągniona była human. Ciupaj jubą laboratorium, a cici maj muliranion ciuba.
What are you talking about?
Kava dumpa kurbiye yamokapata. Ciskami ciu. Inkin konoba mure rachikun. Togna wong shanonjang. Kavavulpa mulje kumana tonga buksha ummenong. Kavavulpa mulje kumana bak mulira. Chuniyun tunjiji aifadwana. Kavavulpa mulje kumana.
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Kiyoka kon mulira. Kin konjo pesha. Nova muleraji. Chariyon torang chi aitatia. Pula una chinek. Ba mulera slimo ang nakubisking.
I'll do it, but I want more than 10%.
Chachiska don puta. Kasabu baka. Mocha donga. Ya fulki. Tomba toras materia. Ashuta. Wonga kumbis piki kunyana.
Okay, I'll do it.
Tawana rota. Ayot tago. Kanki dovana imichus. Kochis kanayo. Toga ya fulki. Gokola Gigi, Wachanichu, Tomba Toras Materia, Ashuta, Wonga Kumbis Piki Koreana.
Mysterious stranger, I like it.
Kipona, Onana Kacho, Kimba Mulera Tuana, Taupa Botenya Gojojo Piti. Kava dumpa kulpa yamokata. Wanga kumbis kimba mulera. Ka kinchana kokba kon. Kava dumpa kulpa yamotenya.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
Ako chikopa. Chino mulera king pajak. Snimo puitwana.
I want to ask you some questions.
Ako chikopa. Chino mulera king pajak. Snimo puitwana.
I'm ready for a duel.
Tawan marota ayotago. Kanki doba na imechus kochis kanayo. Toga ya fulke gokola jiji. Wacha nichu. Uchang yon torong chiwefa. Wala una chineka. Bamulera kun miskin.
Put me in, coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Deadeye Duncan. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Why are we facing this way? Alright, well... Okay, we one-shotted him.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Deadeye losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
Alright, we got 55 XP. We didn't even lose any health. We're glitched out again, so I can't use WASD. That should be okay, though. We get a free med pack. And... actually, let's talk to a Jur.
Nova muleraji. Yon toranchi. Aitatia. Mula una chinek. Bamulera slimo ang nakubisking.
And we got 100 credits. And because that went so well, we're going to save again. My gothic instincts are kicking in here. And we'll try fighting Girl on Two Fingers.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring, and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Yeah, well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating.
Oh, you sure have a bad attitude.
Gee, I wonder why. Couldn't have anything to do with being the worst duelist on Taris, could it? Even a rookie like you got the better of me. Look, I admit it, you're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Blindfolded one-legged tack with a rusty knife could probably beat me, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? You satisfied yet? Are you happy now that you've taken the last shred of dignity I have?
I'll just be going now.
Oh, well, okay. Goodbye, then.
He's a little salty.
I saw your match against Duncan. Not bad for a rookie. But Deadeye's a joke. Even after I lost the use of my fingers, I can still beat him. Go talk to Azure, the duel organizer, if you want to step up to the big leagues. I'll show you what it's like to fight a real duelist.
Oh, we can do that. Actually, let me save so I don't have to repeat that dialogue.
Taris manaris. Tonjonea hakonon. Mulera yonunaze. Chichinwi bedwana itawish mulimebomone. Urana tula boda yamijusa. Ayo honopis tuulaji yokaku. Akuchikopa. Chino mulera king pajak. Slima Poitlana.
I'm ready for a duel.
Chioka Colmolera. Conjo Pesha. Nova Moleraji. Cherion Chi. Aitatia. Mulauna Chimek. Bamulera Slimoanga Kubisking.
Put me in, coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Alright, let's pause here. Oh, he's still... There we go. Let's go get him. Holy shit! I must have crit him there. Two-shotted.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Gerlon losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell.
Yay, I can walk again. And we got 80 XP that time. Which, how close are we to... Oh, wow, this is giving us peanuts for XP. We do have a duel ring. Taris, Gerlon, Two Fingers has fallen before you in battle, gathering you some measure of respect among aficionados of the sport, though you are still ranked far below the top-ranked duelists. I forgot that this added a quest, otherwise I would have read the first one. You can see if the...
Gerlon used to be one of the best in the game. Now he's barely better than old Dead-Eye Duncan.
Oh, so their dialogue does change.
Marl's been around forever. I wonder if he ever thinks about retiring.
Well, we can talk to Gerlon Two Fingers here.
You beat me fair and square, stranger. But if I still had the use of my fingers, you wouldn't have won. Back before my injury, I would have mopped the ring up with you.
Uh-huh. Sure thing, buddy. Whatever helps you sleep at night. I believe we get another free med kit. No. Okay. Well. Oh, well. Mr. Adair.
Chachiskaton puta, kasabubaka, ho 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 ho, mocha donga, ya fulki, chioka colmolera, quien conjo pesha, nova moleraji, cherion toranchi, aitatia, pulauna chimek, bamulera slimoanga kubisking.
And we got 200 credits for that. So I think we'll call it here. We've been going for a little bit. And I'm just going to run back to reset. So that way when I pick up next time, I go through the bar properly instead of kind of just skipping to the duelist like I did here. Where is... It's got to be this one then, right? No, because I have no... Here we go. Arena monitor. There's no action in the duel ring right now, so the monitor is blank. So we'll just step outside, so that way when I go in, I'll make my rounds, and then we'll do more dueling. Because honestly, this has all been going better than expected. So I might be able to do... So this is that thing the quest log was talking about. Return the hideout. Instantly transported back to your base, and your entire party will be healed. So it's basically disabled in combat, but you back out a little ways and you can do this. So we can go here. Oh, nothing else in there. We'll take Karth. And then transit back. and this should put us back out in front of the cantina. There we go. So that saves us a lot of time. We're all healed up. We got nothing else for now. But yeah, I'm curious to see if we can do the third one already. Just a couple of things I want to go over before we end off for today. One is that I've noticed this game really likes foreshadowing things. Like how the vendor was like, oh, well, better that, he rents to illegal aliens, otherwise he gets squatters and people hiding from the authorities. And I'm like, oh, wow, just like us. And then Karth talking about how the Force can strip you of your personality and your mind and whatnot. That's some foreshadowing there. And then the Hutt being like, oh, mysterious stranger, like you have some dark secret to hide, which is like a twofold thing. Because one, obviously, we do have a secret in that we're Republic fugitives, well, Imperial fugitives, really, I guess. We're Republic soldiers on the run from the Sith Empire. But also, it alludes to something that the game will reveal later. And while I'm pretty sure everyone knows this plot point, I'm not going to outright spoil it. But yeah, just the writing in this game, it really, like, going back and playing this after having beaten it once as like a kid, it's really interesting how much the writing foreshadows what's going to happen. Other than that, one other point I just want to make is most people will, or at least I've heard some people will try to min-max and try to do Taris, like basically level as few times as they can to get off of Taris. I probably won't be doing that. I won't be trying to over-level on Taris, but I do want to level enough that I can do all the side quests on Taris. Which would include, like, the big one is really the arena. That's the one where you might be limited by your level. But some people will actually min-max because you can multi-class after you get off of Taris. I won't go into the details of that yet, because that's part of one of the two big plot twists in the game. But basically, the more levels you use now, the less you can use in your multi-class later. But I think I've set my character up well enough that the levels that I use now should be applicable to my other character later on, or to my multi-class later on as well. So I think we'll be in a good position for that. We got nothing else really. We're doing good on meg packs, so I'm happy to see that. But yeah, I think that will be it for today. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.